Concrete Imprints, a 2-day middle school level art lesson. Today we are going to learn a little bit about fossils and their preservation process, and how you can create your very own fossil-like imprint of a leaf using Quikrete or fast-drying concrete. Let's begin with some important terms to know. Fossil, preserved remains or traces by natural processes of animals, plants, and other organisms from the remote past. Paleobotany, the study of plants, recovery and identification of plant remains. Fossilization, to change as if into mere lifeless remains of traces of the past. External mold, created with dissolution of the organic which then leaves an empty cavity imprinted with the external details of the organism. Cast or mold, physical characteristics of organisms are impressed onto rocks. Let's learn about the fossilization process. The fossilization process begins when a whole organism or a hard body part is trapped in sediments. The porous nature of the rock enables the carbonated groundwater to permeate and dissolve the original tissue, leaving a detailed mold of the organism. Now, as we walk through the making process of our own fossil-like imprints, let's keep in mind this overarching idea. Throughout time and across cultures, art has been used as a way to document nature. Day 1. Some materials you will need: 2 shallow boxes, Quikrete, which is fast-drying cement, sand, plastic wrap, sharp tools, clay tools work great, a leaf with deep ridges, a stirring stick, some water, and gloves to protect your skin. The first step in creating your fossil imprint is to pour a pile of sand, at least the size of your leaf, into your first shallow container or box. Push the sand into a mound in the middle of the box. The sand pile will determine the bowl shape of your fossil. Once in a neat pile the way you want it, cover the sand pile with plastic wrap. Be sure to cover the entire pile of sand. Then place your leaf on top of the plastic wrap and sand pile with the back side of the leaf facing up toward you. Now, before you do anything else, put on your plastic or latex gloves. This is a really important step because the concrete you will be working with next can be harmful to your skin. Once you have your gloves on, pour a pile of concrete into your second shallow box. After that, add water, enough that it allows the concrete to be mixed, but not too much that the mixture becomes watery. Mix the concrete and water together. It is better to start with a small amount of water and continue to add it as you go. When mixing the concrete and water, You want it to be the consistency of wet clay so that you're able to pick it up and mold it in your hands. Now you should have one box of mixed concrete and one box with the sand pile, saran wrap, and leaf. Next, place piles of concrete on top of your leaf. Cover the entire leaf with the concrete and area surrounding it to create a bowl-like shape. Make sure not to miss any spots of the leaf. Once you have covered the entire leaf to your liking, pull the plastic wrap up around the concrete to hold its shape and to create soft edges around the perimeter of your piece. Allow the concrete to harden overnight. The drying and hardening process will be faster if you let it sit outside under the sun. Day 2. Now that the concrete is hardened, peel away the plastic wrap to unveil your new fossil imprint. The leaf will still be stuck underneath the concrete, so you will want to use a sharp tool to chip away the excess leaf. Clean up your new fossil-like piece so that you can clearly see the beautiful veins and grooves left by your leaf. For hard-to-reach places where parts of the leaf are stuck and left over, use a long, sharp needle tool. Now that your fossil is cleaned up, we can add paint to it so that the leaf imprint stands out as the focal point of the piece. For the painting process, you will need some metallic acrylic paint. Gold, silver, and bronze work best. A paintbrush and a container to hold the paint, and a paper towel. Choose your first paint color and pour some out into the container. After you load your brush with paint, dab it on a paper towel first so that the paint doesn't go onto the piece too heavily. Using the metallic paints, paint the leaf imprint so that it stands out from the rest of the concrete. Be sure to only paint where the leaf imprint is on the concrete piece. There should only be a thin coat of paint on the leaf. Layering with a couple metallic colors can create a neat effect. Now that you have completed all of the necessary steps, you have documented your very own imprint of a beautiful leaf to be preserved until the end of time.